of Halo Bolt coming up at 3 p.m. All right, I couldn't do any of this without Brett Hamilton. He's our Bose expert. He is a technical genius. Plus, he loves music. How are you, dude? Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? The buzz is real in the studio today. We're all excited about the cyber sale going on.
Yeah, it's a good time of the year to stock up on all the little gadgets.
Yeah.
Treat yourself, give it to somebody else, and finally, Bose at affordable prices. I mean,
Yes.
gosh, in the early years, it was like Bose. That's for a different type. You know, like nobody could really wrap their head around owning not only something from Bose, but something as portable as this that sounds as good as this. And just a nice simple piano.
I know, it's so beautiful though.
But if you close your eyes, it's like the guy playing the piano in this room. All the high end's coming from here. I wish I could see if not a lot of bass in this tune, but you can definitely feel the thump. You know?
Love it. $23.80 will get it home. That's the deal. And joining us for the very first time, we can do build to, ship to. You can shop with confidence, because if you should come across this Bose anywhere else and you find a better price, buy it. You can ship ours back. You have through the last day of January. That's called our no hassle gift return policy on this. So it works this way. We have black for you. We have white, and the white is sort of an off-white, soft, almost a putty color.
Putty, that's the best description I've heard yet of it.
Yeah, I think that's a good description.
Like it was white, but you were rolling the silly putty in the newspaper, and now it's
silly putty.
There you go.
There you go. Here's the newest one that was just added in 2023, and that's your cypress green color, and then that stone blue. So 4 colorways, 40,000 have been sold, and boy, has this gotten rave reviews, 1,000 5-star reviews. Shipping and handling included, so you don't have to worry, it's free.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that's sending back a Bose speaker. I don't care whether it's this guy, the Micro, which is smaller than this, the sound bar. We've got the headphones coming up. By the way, those headphones, not to get out of work.
No.
Wait. You're not going to be able to experience it because they're headphones, but probably the best sound I have ever heard from something from Bose that I've put on my head. That and the in-ears, but we'll get to those in a little bit. Let's talk about this guy.
It's a good hour. All right.
It's an awesome hour.
So let's talk.
Yeah. For those of you that have, maybe for the 6 of you that have never heard of Bluetooth before, Bluetooth, which is where the music is this signal is coming from, is just a wireless connection between your phone, a tablet, a computer. Everything is Bluetooth enabled now. Bluetooth is just a fancy word for this guy and this guy do like a digital handshake, and then they talk to each other. Bose makes it even easier though, because you press down the Bluetooth button. I'm going to set this out here so you can see it. One time, the very first time that you turn it on, there's the Bluetooth button right there, and it will talk to you. In fact, I'll see if this one will talk to us. It'll say
battery 80%.
And then it'll say
ready to connect.
And when it says ready to connect, you open up the Bluetooth on your phone. You're going to see Bose SoundLink Flex. Tap onto it, and then every single time you turn the speaker back on, I'll shut it off. It'll say
battery 90%. Connected to Brett's iPhone.
That's it. But Pat could have her phone synced here as well, and if my phone's not around, it'll connect to Pat's phone. It'll connect to Bob's phone, Meg's phone, whoever's phone, and then that's it. Now, there are some really cool things you can do if you download the Bose Music app, which will allow you to sync these guys together. This could be in one room, this could be in the other room. And guess where one of those rooms could be?
It could be the bedroom, it could be the bathroom, because this is water resistant.
There you go. The shower could be the room. This can take a direct hit from the shower head, soap, shampoo. It'll take the heat. It'll take the sand on the beach. It's got a metal grill.
That's so remarkable.
It really is. And then to still sound good, you think, okay, well,
because
there's a lot of Bluetooth speakers out there you can stick in your shower. They might even be part of the shower head. But how good is something like that going to sound when it's coming out of the shower head? Not very good. But this is a whole different story. So let's give you something completely different.
All right, play it on let's listen on your phone first.
Oh, okay.
Because I guess, Brett, that always makes me relate to my kid when she says, Mom, did you hear this? And then she plays it for me on her phone. And I'm like, what?
Oh, huh? As my dad says, huh? All right, this is this song off the phone.
Okay, very nice.
It's all right.
90%.
But it's not.
Brett's iPhone.
There's your night and day right there. There's your AV demonstration. There's your, what's it going to sound like? Is it going to sound that different? Let me spin it around here. it'll sound a little muffled because I'm just giving you the bass. Almost like a little upright bass, right? Just boom, 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 boom. Bring it back around again.
And it's interesting, you don't have to blast it to really appreciate it. I mean, even when the volume's really low on anything from Bose or really loud and you want to blow out the neighborhood,
right?
It does it. It doesn't distort it at all.
Well,
that's Bose quality.
And I think that's the one extreme when it's too loud and it still sounds good. But the other one, and again, you guys are listening through television speakers, so we're not really doing any of this stuff over the next hour any justice compared to what it's going to sound like when it gets home. But it's very difficult to get a speaker to sound good at a low level because typically you lose out on all the minutia. You know, it could be another rhythm guitar that's kind of buried in the mix. It could be a vocal in the background, whatever. You're like, I don't hear any of that. And then all of a sudden you listen to it through Bose at any level, but especially low, because you can still hear that bass. You know, it's just, and this is barely turned up. I always rant about the fact that you'll hear music differently through a Bose device, speaker, headphones, whatever it might be, than you will through what you currently have. And I recommend testing it out. When you get these home, to home, however many you get, and you try it out for the very first time, listen to your favorite Christmas song or just your favorite song, a song you've heard enough that you're familiar with. Yeah, you know every little nuance, you know what's there. And then immediately play it again, kind of like what we did here. Play it through your phone, like if that's how you listen, or cheap earbuds or whatever, and then play it through this. And I promise you, if you sit there and you're not distracted and you just listen to the song, you're going to swear it's a different version, that it's a remix, that it's a remaster. Nope, it's just you're finally hearing it the way that it was intended.
Musician intended. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? A lot of you are buying more than one because this is an amazing gift. I mean, this is a gift that you can give, to your dad, to your grandfather. This is a gift that you could give to a college student. I mean, how lucky would they be to have something like this? And some of you are buying it because you are going to go ahead and, take it out in the deck, buy our fire pits. We spent so much money and time anymore to be able to really enjoy it. It's a lovely, lovely experience when you have a Bose. And to be able to give a gift with that kind of name attached to it, that kind of well-deserved reputation attached to it, you're saving $30 on this when you shop with us today. $23.80 will get it home. So have you always dreamed of owning a Bose? And you don't need a whole lot of room to be able to do this. A couple other things is, if you want to hang this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they really have thought of everything.
I don't know how they did this, but for those of you that are a music nerd like I am, you know that a speaker is supposed to be positioned one way and one way only, kind of front facing out. The bass is typically coming from the back on a Bose speaker and the high end from the front. If you take it and hang it like Pat has it, it's supposed to throw everything off. It's supposed to sound wonky. It's not supposed to adjust. Same thing if you lay it on its back. It shouldn't sound the right way. It has something called position IQ in there, which the way they equated it to me was, remember the Wii remote control for the Wii?
Yeah.
Whatever you did with it, it reacted. That's what's happening here. There's something called an accelerometer, fancy term inside here, that allows it to adjust. So if you hang it with a little, carabiner off of a bike, off of a bag, again, take it to the beach because it can get wet, it can get sandy and all that good stuff.
How cool is that?
It'll just adjust, and I don't know how it does it, but it does.
Up to 12 hours of battery life. So if you are going to have, a wonderful New Year's Eve party, I mean, you don't have to worry about it dying in the middle.
Well, and if your New Year's Eve party is longer than 12 hours,
we want to be invited.
We want to be invited to that one. I don't know whether that starts at noon or 1 and everybody gets thrown out at 1.
I think we pregame.
Or is that at 8 p.m. and then they're all waking up in your house listening to music. However you listen, that's up to you. But the nice thing to know is that, yes, it'll get you through an entire event. The other thing, too, is that it's not out here, but it comes with a little charging cable. If you're going to leave it on the kitchen counter in the bathroom, whatever, there's nothing wrong with leaving it plugged in. You definitely want to unplug it from time to time, let it breathe, work your way through the batteries so that you can let the battery live. But if you want it on all day long, I always joke that we leave music on for our cats, Meg and I, when we go out. They're tired of listening to Yacht Rock Radio on Sirius XM, and I can't, I don't know. I don't know that I can blame them. But yeah, if you want to put some Christmas music on in the house and just kind of leave it on all day long, it'll keep up. But the ease of use thing, I think, resonates more than anything else because people sometimes go, it sounds great, but I'll never be able to wrap my head around the setup process or how do I use it. In fact, before I forget, because I never spend
Yeah.
enough time on this, if you guys
please
could just
walk us through this.
Yeah, this is pretty neat. I'm going to kind of narrate as we look at the
Okay.
buttons up on the top there. You've got a power button that's all the way over there. So we'll start with the power, work our way to that little hash mark, which is volume down. Then you've got the multifunction button in the middle. We'll skip over that because I'm going to get that last. Then the plus sign is volume up, and then Bluetooth. And the very first time you turn this on, hold it down, it'll say ready to pair. You open up the Bluetooth setting on your phone. You will see Bose SoundLink, whatever it is, pop up on the phone. Tap it once and it remembers it. Let's go back to that middle button. That is the multifunction button. This does everything you want it to do and stuff you didn't think the speaker was capable of doing, depending on how many times you press the button. I'm going to press it once right now on my speaker, and it plays the music. I want to skip to the next song. I press it 1, 2, and it goes to another tune. If I press it 3 times, it works its way back to the beginning of that song. Now, if you are on the phone and you're connected to a phone versus a tablet or a computer, and your phone rings, the music will pause, and you can tap that multifunction button to answer a call because there's a microphone in here.
Nice.
This could be all the way across the room. This could be in your bag. This could be, you're heading out the door and all of a sudden the phone rings, and then you hang up using the same button. Tap it once to answer the phone, tap it again to hang up, and that's pretty much it. When I'm listening to music, though, there are no interruptions from the phone calls. I was like, I will get back.
Really?
I will. Well,
You always answer the phone when I call you about prep stuff.
when you call.
Exactly. I didn't know.
There are a
how
lot of
special
people.
it was.
There are a lot of people that I'm like, I don't think my phone's ringing. Who's that?
So here's your black, here's your stone blue, here's your white, which is the putty color, and in white, fewer than 200 remaining, and there is the newest color, the Cypress Garden, or green. I made it into
I
a
like
whole
Cypress Garden, though.
Cypress green.
Let's go with
This
that.
could be a long 3 hours. Keep that one up. And it's Bose.
It's
you know,
Bose.
I told you this yesterday when I first started here. We used to do like shifts. We did 4-hour shifts. I think mine was 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. And at 4 a.m., once a week, I had to do a Sears Craftsman show.
Right.
And I would call my dad, who was, a blue-collar worker, could fix anything, And I'd be like, Dad, what does that do? And he'd say, just say Sears Craftsman.
Yeah, so
People
everybody
know.
knows who it is.
Right? Same way with Bose.
I'm confident that a lot of people pick up Bose speakers from here, not because of what you and I say or do. They just recognize the name.
Yes.
It's kind of like tissues for clean, nobody says tissue, they say I need a Kleenex or I want a Coke or a Pepsi, not soda or whatever. And they know what it is. It's got a reputation. It always
Well-deserved
delivers.
reputation.
And they do.
And listen, if you don't believe the two of us, go read the reviews on this. There are 1,000 5-star reviews on
tough.
this, which is pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Sale, free shipping and handling, guaranteed holiday delivery, and no hassle return policy. Got it all, E239560. That's how we're rolling on this Cyber Monday. All right, if you are looking at my sweater and you like it,